Well, just a couple minutes late. Having trouble with StreamYard. I've got about 50 tabs for show and tell, and every time I click on share screen, it closes Chrome down. Had this problem before. Last week I didn't have it, so I'm not sure what's causing it. I closed down all the excess tabs that I have that I don't need. Maybe there's a limit, but there shouldn't be because it's just weird. I'm working on setting up OBS Studio. I've got it set up, but now I've got to get all the sources and all that stuff put in there, figure out how I'm going to do all these show and tell chats with that. So I'll wait till a few people get in here, then I'll start the intro. Well, I can't even start the intro because if I hit that, then it closes Chrome down. So that's kind of weird. I'll just have to figure it out as I go. Like I said, hopefully next week I'll have OBS up and running. It's just a lot of work to set it up originally, and after that it's not so bad. Again, it's just a matter of setting up the sources. All right, we got one in the house. Is that you, Kane Henderson? Hey, good morning. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm above average. I'd rather be above average than below average, so thanks very much. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't. I was just saying that I'm having trouble with StreamYard. I've got 50 tabs for show and tell, and every time I hit share screen, it closes Chrome down. I had this problem a couple weeks ago. Last week I didn't have the problem, so I'm not sure what it is. Let me go over here and get YouTube up and running. And hopefully it's showing up. Yeah, there we go. There's my live. Turn my volume off. All right. 2 thumbs up already. It's not bad at all with 3 people. Well, I know one of the people that are in here. As I was telling Kane Henson that every time I try to share a screen, it shuts Chrome down. I have no idea why. I did this a couple weeks ago, and it didn't do it last week. And I'll try it here in a little bit again, but I don't think it's going to work. If I try it, it'll take me a minute or two to get it back up again. So I had a lot of good stuff for tonight. So I am switching over to OBS Studio. I've got it the basics set up. I just got to do all the sources and figure out how I want the hierarchy to be on it. What's going to be first, what's going to be underneath that, what folder it's going to go in. So that'll take a few days to set up. Got 3 people in the house. Hello, everybody. Now a half hour late because I had people coming to look at some furniture. And of course, they're late as usual. They're always late. So how's everybody's week going so far? Anybody have any fun things to talk about? I can't even run my intro because I can't get this screen share to work. Last week it worked fine. This week, nothing. All right, I'm going to try this share screen again. And it's probably going to kick me off just for 30 seconds or less. So I'll be right back in case it kicks me off. If anybody comes in, tell them I'm coming right back. All right. Hey, Norris, how's it going? Hang on. I'll be right back if this kicks me off again. I'm going to try share screen. I've got 50 tabs I want to show everybody, but share screen isn't working. I'm going to give it another try. All right. Here I go. If I get knocked off, I'll be right back. Knocked me right off. Chrome knocked me right off. Oh well, not much I can do about it. Well, let's see, we're in a funky mode here too. All right, now why do I have a black screen up there where I'm supposed to be? All right. Oh, we're gonna. There we go. Took a minute. But now I'm behind on chat. The chat is back before I started. Yeah, I got to go to OBS. This is just too much work here. Put all this work into all these tabs and can't even show them. Got 4 people in the house. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button. And we have 3 thumbs up. Let me see if chat's working. Somebody type something in chat. Let me see if chat is working on my end. Because it's, like I said, the last message was before I went live. The other messages after that haven't been showing up. And I'm checking the banners. I'll show this one for now. And I'm going to edit another banner that I've got in here. So I'll be typing for a second here. And if I talk too, I'll mess it up. We got 5 in the house. I appreciate it. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and share the stream out on your social media if you would. Okay, now I'm back. Let's see. All right, I see some messages popping up. Hey, WDW Mommy, how's it going? It's Kim from South Mississippi. All right, I'm back up with my chat, so it's working. Telling everybody in here I've got 50 tabs for show and tell tonight. Unfortunately, they won't be any because Chrome and StreamYard are fighting. And every time I hit the share screen button, it kicks me out of Chrome. I have to restart Chrome. So that's why I'm going to be switching over to OBS Studio next week. I've got it set up. I've tested it. Got a few things I've got to work on. I've got to figure out how I'm going to put all these tabs in and what's the best way to do it. And I may have to have a bunch of different setups. So I'll be working on that for the next week. I've only got 6 more hours on StreamYard before I hit my max of 20 hours for non-paid system, non-paid connection. You're allowed 20 hours. I'm at 14 right now, so last month I used it quite a bit, I guess. How's everybody doing? Anybody got anything exciting to talk about? Anything new in your life? How's your lockdown coming along? Are your states opening up? Our governor's trying to keep this one closed for another 2 months. Not that it's doing any good. We're probably 95% capacity on the roads again. How do you like this backdrop I've got? I picked up a few new JPEGs as backdrops. Oh, I know something's wrong. Hang on. I'll be right back. There we go. What happened to my screen? Blue screen. I thought it was getting awful dark in here. Let me see if I can fix that blue screen back there. Let me see. The green screen. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, that went the wrong way. That's pretty good, I think. Still a little bit, whoops, light up here. So that's too much, maybe. I'm not sure if I can do it. Man, if I can do a green screen in OBS yet or not. I haven't learned that part yet. All right, that doesn't look too bad. There we go. I'm back. Yeah, it was getting kind of dark on the screen here. It was light when I started setting this up. And Grunt's in the background, yelling, complaining, because he can't get in here. I've got the door closed. Coin collecting with Tyler. Hello, how you doing? Hang on a second. Let me let Grunt in. He's complaining. All right, we're back. Got HD in here around my feet, Grunt's around my feet, and I'm doing a live stream. How's it going, Tyler? Where are you from? Well, he's still not happy. Well, we'll have to get over it. Well, Kim, if you're essential, you're essential. I've been doing a condo remodel. Grunt loves HD, but HD doesn't love Grunt. He barely tolerates him right now because Grunt is that pesky little brother that, is always after you. Now he's after me. Grunt. Yeah, HD is going downhill a little bit. He's going to have a set of wheels pretty soon. Like I said, I had about 50 tabs to show and tell tonight. It's video. But StreamYard and Google are fighting, Google Chrome, and they just will not cooperate when I try to share the screen. Like I did last week, and the week before that, it was the same way. Hey, American Life in the Philippines. How you doing? Glad you could make it in. It must be kind of late there, isn't it? Yeah, I've tried to share the screen, I don't know how many times before I went on. And when I came on, it just will not share for some reason this time. Last week it did, week before it didn't. So all I can do is talk about stuff. And if anybody would like to come on screen or on the panel, here's a link. Since if that works, I'm not even sure if that works right now. So we got 7 in the house. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and share the stream out on your social media. Tell your friends. Last week was a really, really good show and tell. Had lots to show, lots of videos, JPEGs. I'm afraid this one's not going to be as much fun since I can't get that share screen. What I'd do is I probably should have to shut down the computer and start over again, but I hate to do that because I'm going to lose all those tabs. Like I said, there's about 50 tabs open up on my second monitor. Everything from my intro to my desk to HD staring back at you. I can see them, but I just can't get them to work. If anybody's interested in coming up on the panel, there's a link right there. Just click on it. Once you get down in the basement, as they call it, I can bring you up onto the main floor. Yeah, so I'm going to OBS Studio next week. So the first and second live streams are probably going to be a little shaky as I get used to it. This week I've got to figure out how to put all these tabs, all these pictures and videos into OBS where I can access them like I do here. It's a little more involved because I just can't open a tab and put it in the tab. I have to actually open up a source, a single source. But I think you can put sources under sources. So I don't know. I'll check it out. I'm watching a few YouTube videos on it and finally got the sound figured out, which I had some major feedback and echo and everything else. It took me a while to figure that out. You know, some of these YouTube guys talk like you know what you're doing instead of, being a beginner. So I won't be able to show any JPEGs or videos or like I said, I just can't shut the computer down because I'll lose all those tabs. Unless I shut it down with them open. If I shut it down with them open, they should return. Tell you what, I'm going to shut this down and restart it. So hang in there, and I'm going to shut the computer down. Maybe this will fix it. I didn't have time before the live stream by the time I tested it. So hang in there. It'll probably take me a minute to 2 minutes. I'm going to shut it down, the computer down itself, and the tab should come back up. Well, thanks, Kim. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've got the next one getting started. Almost ready to put up. It's on the bathroom now, putting down tile, cutting each piece and fitting it and putting it down. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's getting done. All right, I'm going to shut this down for about 2 minutes. So pop back in when it comes back up. All right? Give me a yes before I shut it down. And then if I lose the tabs, it doesn't matter because I can't run them right now anyway. All right, I'm going to shut it down, and then I'll be right back up. Hopefully that'll fix everything. We'll soon see. And we're shutting off. All right. I don't know what happened, but it kept my connection in StreamYard. So did it go blank for a minute or two? But I did lose all my tabs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my intro here because I know where that's at. I've got to get over here and set up my second screen. This all stuff takes about an hour to set up to get all those in there. Let's see. Control Alt B. Should be. Huh. That's not even working. Wow. Chrome is something else. I have nothing to put up on the screen just yet, so once I do, I'll test it out again, just with one thing, and see if it works. And if it doesn't, I'll add some more as we go. So I'll probably be on here 3 hours or so. Right now I'm getting into my Drive D, trying to find what I'm looking for, which I have finally put everything into the correct folders. All right, let's see here. All right, can everybody see me? Am I back? Down to 3. Waiting to see if anybody says I'm back. I don't see anybody saying I'm back, so I may not be back. Okay, good, I'm back. I was just getting ready to shut it down and restart it again. Anyway, let's, I've got my intro queued up. I'm going to try a share screen. If it closes Chrome again, then this will be the last time I try it tonight. All right, I'm going to hit share screen button now. It's working. Yay. All right, here's my intro. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay, it's working. So what I'm going to do now is while I'm chatting, I'm going to start rebuilding those tabs, which is going to take a little while. So if I'm looking up here, I'm looking at my second monitor and my D drive to pull this stuff up while we're talking. Hopefully I'll get some of the people back I lost. If not, email your friends and tell them to jump on in here. All right, so now I got to figure out, because everything, all those 50 tabs were taken from different locations on my hard drive. So guess what I get to do? I get to go look again, look for them. Well, I found one. That's a plus. All right. So how's lockdown going? Anybody still in lockdown? Our governor doesn't want to release the lockdown for another month. which is ridiculous. There's 95% of the people back on the roads. Home Depot, Lowe's are full of people. Just amazes me sometimes. So I'm going to kind of be looking at bringing up some stuff while I'm chatting. And again, if, let's see where it is. There it is. If anybody would like to come up, please click on that link. And somehow I got off center a little bit, which is okay. There we go. I like being in the center. So hopefully a few more people will pop in. Like I say, I'm going to try and rebuild this a little bit. And so I'll be looking up and down here while I pull these pictures out and plop them into a tab, which is very easy when it works right. All right, so I have to go and find the folders that I took them out of. And like I say, I'm on my D drive, and I have probably 700-800 folders and 50,000 files. So I have to go down through and look, and there's one of the folders that I like being in. I'm just going to, like I say, keep copying stuff over now that it's working. And I'll probably be on here for a couple hours, at least 2 hours. I'm going to be showing some of my photography work that I do. I dabble in photography. And I'm not sure what that one is. I don't have my glasses on. Oh, yeah. So I'm just going to keep talking. If anybody's got any questions, please ask. That way I've got topics to work with here. And I say I'm going to be going back and forth to my D drive and to my laptop. The D drive I've got brought up on the monitor and going through my folders one at a time again, because like I said, I just picked them out because I don't want to get 50 pictures. Oh, I could, I suppose. But I think I'm going to get another hard drive and use that strictly for show and tell pictures and videos. That way I can take them and copy them off this hard drive. Instead of copying them right back onto the hard drive in another location, I'll have them off the hard drive, save some space. Yeah, you know, the new rumor is that it's not really COVID, it's something else. And, you never know, what to believe. So much stuff going around, so much rumors. I'm looking now in my photography folder and pulling up a few things. I spent an hour setting this up this afternoon. And because I had to reboot the computer to make StreamYard shake hands with Chrome, I'm a little upset. I shouldn't have to do this. That's why I'll be switching over. Once I get used to switching over and doing that on OBS Studio, it'll actually start becoming pretty easy. I'm going to get some extra large icons up here so I can see. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Like I say, I'm pulling up some of my, that's a NEF file. Can't do that. Jeez, I'm getting stopped here at every turn. I don't know what it is with this Wednesday. This is a weird Wednesday for sure. That's true, Kim. You just don't know what to believe because these people, and they put up so many different things. You can't keep up either. All right, I'm looking down through. Looking to find anything I can find. Most of my pictures are in NEF format, so I can't bring them up. So I got to find the JPEGs. And I think everything under my photography folder is NEF files. All right, so let's go back to D. All right, that's where it should have been, right here. Okay, now I've got a bunch in this folder I can bring out, which is nice. Okay, we got 4 in the house. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you would. Share this out on your social media. I've got my monitor screen laid way over so I can put the camera up on the stand with the monitor, top monitor. I'm sure it's a little hard to see. So that's why I'm working mostly up here in the big monitor. And I've got pictures of my work and streaming desk I had up there. I was going to show you. But of course, it didn't work out that way. But I'm in a good spot right now to bring up a few. And like I say, this first hour, we'll be just talking to you guys and putting stuff up. And then I have to go up and look and see where everything is positioned to make sure everything comes out together. So we've got 4 in the house. Is everybody working besides Kim or just Kim? I'm going back to my folders again, pulling up stuff out of my photography work. I'm mostly a product photographer, but I do a little bit of everything. All right. Oh yeah, I want to bring this one up. You guys will like this one. This is it's called a macro, and we'll just say it resembles Charlotte's Web. All right, so I'm done in this folder. I got to go up another one, come down the next folder. Gee. So it's going to be a lot of photographs because I don't know where everything else is off the top of my head while I look through it. So please bear with me. I'm just adding some stuff. Well, that'll be a pretty interesting shot. I shot out the living room window on that one, and I'll let you know which one that is when I get to it. All right, that's enough of that folder. Gee, I hate doing things twice. Well, sorry to hear that, Norris. I hope you're getting around okay, though. Okay. Well, I got a panorama in here that I took. I took 4 shots and then stitched them together in Photoshop. Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And, I shoot for composition, not competition, but composition. My shots aren't always centered. I use the 1/3 lines and all that. All right, we're getting to the end of this. No, no, end of this folder, maybe. Sorry for looking up and not talking much. I'm trying to get these set back up again. Man, I had 50. 50 tabs open and ready to go. But I'm getting back there. I may not have 50 this time. May only have 40 by the time I'm finished. Looks like I got about 15 or 20 right now. And most of this is searching for what I had before. I had a good lineup. So it's a little frustrating. That's why I'm going to go to OBS and, like I say, set up an external hard drive where I can have the show and tells, like one folder that has them all in it, and I'll set up different profiles for the different folders. And that's what takes the time, is just setting it all up. Once you have it set up, it's no big deal after that to get them going. All right, still pulling stuff up. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. We've got 5 in here. Email your friends, tell them come on in. We're going to have show and tell with JPEGs and video and things like that. Like I say, right now I'm looking through and trying to remember which pictures I had up here. Like I say, I dabble in photography. Again, it's mostly product photography. And again, I'm trying to find all those pictures, all those JPEGs I had up. I think people think I left when I shut down, but that's okay. They'll be back in. I'll probably go in about 3 hours tonight. And some of these pictures might make you hungry. All right, getting closer, getting closer. I remember some of these pictures. Oh, could everybody hear the intro? I mean, I hear it on my side, but I never know if it's going out properly or not. That intro I had. Well, when I'm on the road, when I'm nomading out west in my shuttle bus, yeah, I have to cook and clean for myself too, Norris. Because if I don't do it, nobody else will. Oh, TIFF. TIFF isn't working, is it? Now I'm finding out what formats work and what don't in here, which is nice to know. There we go. Some of you may have seen some of these pictures. I'm bringing up a few extras to fill in. One of these pictures is what I need right now after all this work. Yeah, we're getting close. Probably got about 25 now. Well, thanks, Kim. I appreciate it. If anybody's thinking about building one or putting together one, I think my videos will show you a lot of stuff. Not everything, but a lot of it. Again, I'm still, here's one I have to move right here. So that means I have to go down this list and find where that one is, which was in the beginning here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Because I'm pulling pictures from different sections, but sometimes a specific picture. There it is, right there. From a different location corresponds with a picture I've got up there already. So there we go. I'm going to move it 2 over. That way I'm in line. All right, getting more pictures up there. Probably got about, I'd say about 25 right now. Hey, Full-Time Dream. Welcome to the stream. I do a Wednesday night show and tell stream. I had everything set up, and for some reason, StreamYard and Google were fighting and wouldn't let me pop up the screen share. So I had to reboot the computer in mid live stream, and now it seems to be working. So now I'm rebuilding my tabs. Where are you from, Full-Time Dream? And if you see me looking up, because I'm looking at my second monitor trying to get my tabs set back up again, I was hoping they would stay when I rebooted the computer, but they didn't. I think I'm getting close to finishing up this folder, and I'll go on to the next one and pull some more stuff up. I'm going to be showing you some scenery that you will swear was in another country. And it's just down the road here. Western New York. Now, Western New York is pretty country down there. Well, I should say up there. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. You still got snow over there? Or up there, I should say. We've been chilly down here, but we're going to be 80 tomorrow by the sounds, and over the weekend, which is going to be nice for my garden, my wicking beds. All right. Now I'm heading back down through and seeing if there's any more folders I want to bring up. Like I said, I've got about 600 or 700 folders and 40, 50,000 files completely. And again, I'm looking and I'm trying to think where that is. It's probably under D, my D drive. So I hate to ramble on while I'm doing this, but it's better than dead airspace. Again, I'm trying to find all the pictures I had already set up. It took me an hour to set up those. And but I'm getting ready to switch over to OBS Studio and figuring out the ways to make it easier. Wow, 50s, that's nice. Yeah, we were down to 47 last night and got up to about 68 or 70 today. But now the wind's coming out of the south, so we should warm up really nice tomorrow. And I'm right on the ocean, a quarter mile from the ocean. And whatever the water temperature is, if the wind's coming out of the east, it either keeps our temperatures low in the summer or higher in the fall and winter because the ocean takes so long to change. Yeah, I love snow as long as it's somewhere else. And I don't mind snow. We've had snow here at the beach, an inch. And this whole city's closed down for a week. All right, I'm getting to the end of my pictures here, but I've got a few special ones I want to put up. And I think they're on the root drive. If anybody has any questions, about my shuttle bus build, my condo remodel, aquaponics, wicking beds, HD, grunt. Any questions, just let me know. Grunt's passed out over here. Yeah, but you just don't get the same effect. I went up to the 9/11 Memorial in Pennsylvania in the middle of wintertime, and I was before they built the visitor center and made it. Well, never mind about that. And I took my camera out, so I had to take my glove off, and that lasted about 25 seconds, and I couldn't feel my hand anymore. I said, "Oh, nope, can't do that." All right, I think I'm finished in this folder. No, I got some JPEGs down here I want to look at. Here's one I can put up there. This is way back Wednesday, so there'll be some way back pictures. And I'm slowly getting this stuff back. Yay. Here's two pictures I definitely wanted to find again. I don't see Buzz in here. Is Buzz in here? I don't think he is. There's another one I wanted. Yay. All right, we're back up to about 40 pictures. Now I got to find the videos I had. And we'll be back and off to the races. And again, if anybody would like to come up on the panel, there's a link. Just tap on that and we'll bring you up. As long as you're a good boy or girl. We don't do politics in here. There's another one I wanted. Yay. Well, I'm getting them. I'm getting close. All right, wood laminate. The main thing is to make sure they're locked in. If you don't have the tool that they make, which looks like a Z that you tap with a hammer, get one of those, because I used to do mine with a scrap piece, and the scrap piece would fall apart and it would chip the edges. The main thing is getting them locked in, making sure the floor is clean. If you're cutting them with a saw, cut them upside down so you don't rough up the edge too much, unless you're putting shoe molding down over it. Yeah, I put, instead of quarter round, I put shoe molding in the condo. The top edge of the shoe molding replicates the top edge of the baseboard, so they're identical, which makes it look a little more sophisticated, I guess you'd say. I got one more bathroom to tile. I got to grout this bathroom and put the shoe molding down. I just went through the house and painted all the door jambs and casings. So it's getting there. Yeah, but I'll have to post it in for you. Or you can just tell them, come to see you, whatever. Yeah, go right ahead. Are you a live stream or just a regular channel content creator? Okay, I'm going back up here for a minute. See if I can find that other picture I need to match this picture. So we'll see if I can find that one. Okay, I'm done in that folder. Let's go back to D. See if I have anything in here. I think in JPEG graphics I had something. Slideshows, graphics. JPEG graphics. No. Yes, that's the one I need. Yay. So I've got to figure out where I got to put it now. Okay, now they can find you strictly by your channel name. And what I'll do is I'll come by and visit you after stream. I like to subscribe to everybody that comes into my live streams, and hopefully they'll do the same for me. And again, I'm sorry I'm looking up so much, but I'm trying to find the picture I need. I don't know where it went. I'm pulling all these photos and videos off my D drive, and they're scattered around quite a bit. And I'm trying to find one specific folder out of 40 tabs, which I will find in a second, unless it didn't go up there. And I'm rearranging the tabs so there's some kind of logical way to look at them. All right. I just hit the X on 2 of them. Didn't get my finger off the mouse button fast enough. Gee, this is a wacky Wednesday, let me tell you. I don't know what's going on here. All right, well, that's one of them. And I cannot believe I cannot find the other one. This is frustrating. I had all this set up. It took me over an hour to set this all up. And StreamYard, I had to reboot the computer so StreamYard would work right. So now I'm trying to find everything I had up here before, and that's not an easy task. Because like I said, I've got 500 or 600 folders, 50,000 files total. This is my work computer also. So there's a folder I know that's here, but I just can't find it. HD just woke up. Grunt's sleeping like crazy. Yes, he heard his name and he grunted. So this is kind of weird. I can't find what I'm looking for. There's one. Yes. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Can you hear him? Oh. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Grunt's upset for some reason. I don't know why. No telling. No telling. Doesn't take much to upset him. We're replacing the carpet with the wood laminate. Yeah, that's what I did here. Full-time dream. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to come up. All right. Let's bring them up. Let's see. Add to stream. There you are.
Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
I wanted to stop in and say hello, everybody.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, this has been a bad Wednesday. I had about 50 tabs up, and StreamYard wouldn't let me load them. Wouldn't let me share the screen. So I had to reboot the computer in the middle of a stream. And now I'm trying to replenish those tabs and those videos and JPEGs. That's why I keep looking up to my other monitor. So I've got them just about finished. So I can start the show and tell, because I do show and tell in my streams. Eventually I'll run out of stuff to show and tell. That's why I bring people up, so they can chat a little bit too. I'm looking for one more. I just hit. The tabs are so small that the X is so big on there. I just hit it. Another one. So I'm looking through, trying to figure out what I got up here. There's going to be a lot of photos. I do photography on the side. Uh-oh, here comes Grunt. He must be hungry again.
I had to figure out what was going on. I was like having an echo, so I got it figured out now, I think.
Grunt, stop. Gee. It's not time to eat yet. He wants to eat 24 hours a day, every 5 minutes. He's growing like crazy. So for those who don't know who Grunt is a coon mini potbelly pig that's almost 6 weeks old. And he can be a pain in the butt sometimes.
At first, I thought he was a dog.
Now I have a German Shepherd. Now I have a 9-year-old German Shepherd, and Grunt loves HD. HD is not too fond of Grunt. It's like that little pesky brother that's always bothering you.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wants to play, and HD doesn't want to play. All right, I think I'm looking for one more picture. I think I forgot what it was. I've got those. I've got that. I've got my intro. I got about 45 tabs open at once. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, Grunt lives up to his name. That's what the first week had him. That's all he did constantly was Grunt. Grunt, leave HD alone. Grunt, here. You say Grunt here, and he comes running because he thinks he's going to get fed. So he knows those 2 words. And he's 10 pounds now already at 6 weeks.
Oh, Buddy's 13, and he's just under 10 pounds.
So a 6-week-old mini pig is as big as your dog.
Yeah, Buddy's 13 years old, so.
Yeah, HD's 9, but HD's got a degenerative spinal cord disease that's hereditary in some German Shepherds. His hips are okay, but he's losing strength in his legs, so he'll fall down when he goes around a corner and on a slippery floor. Oh, somebody's messing with my backsplash here. Hang on just a second. Hey. HD, go way down. There we go. I got it back. I have a portable one that's made out of PVC that I can tear down and put in the corner when not using it.
I'm new to all of this live stream stuff, so when you put the link up, I figured, well, I'll try to jump in and see how it works out. So.
Are you a content creator?
Yes.
And how many subs have you got?
359 the last
Okay,
time.
good, you're getting there. The first 500 are the toughest.
Right.
I'll be sure to check out your channel and sub to you. I like to sub to everybody that comes to my streams. Usually we have a lot more people in here, but I think when I had to shut the computer down in the middle of the stream, they didn't come back, which is okay. I'm going to be doing every Wednesday, usually at 7:30. I had people coming today to look at some furniture at 7. I figured they'd be late, so I switched it to 8. So I probably lost a few people there. I've got 1,102 subs right now and about 1,300 watch hours. I got to get 4,000 before I can become monetized.
We just started. We just started about 2 months ago. Well,
Well, you're doing
the
good then.
middle in March,
Yeah, you're doing real good.
and we've only got we've got 11 videos in or put up.
Hmm.
We're going to probably the 12th one tomorrow, but
One of the best
watch
things you
hours we don't have.
one
Watch
of the best
hours we're
one of the best
only
things you can do is put up a trailer, like a 1.5 minute trailer. If
yeah,
you
we did. That was the first thing that we put up.
you get a lot
And
more subscribers that way.
yeah, we got like over 400 views on the trailer, so it's got a
Yep.
lot.
Well,
But
what that does is those views after 300, YouTube in their algorithm, once you pass one video of 300, they start putting your videos out on the net more, so you get more traffic. Right now, I'm kind of stuck for the last 2 to 3 weeks between 1,102 and 1,109 subscribers. It fluctuates up and down,
right,
and I'm not getting the hours I should be getting from YouTube because they're on a skeleton crew, and I should be over 2,000 right now. But
right.
I
We're
did
gonna, we're we're planning on putting out or doing a couple of live streams as well, just to help with some of the watch time. But um, our videos, we don't have any really super long videos. I think our longest video is like 8 minutes long,
mhm.
and we're we get a lot of views as far as for the small amount of subscribers that we have. So it we're doing pretty good as far as that goes. I'm actually surprised that many people want to actually watch us. I didn't think we were that interesting, but
Yeah, and then I've got a shuttle bus series where I tore down my shuttle bus, made it into an RV, and I
yeah.
figured more people would watch that, but they watch my condo remodel more than they do the shuttle bus.
Well,
Do
that's where I think when I subbed to you is when I started watching some of the bus stuff.
Yeah, I'm
But
about 85% done, and I may have to. Oh, I know what I was now. I know what I was looking for. I may have to tear it out and swap from side to side because I have a sign shop. Mine was purpose built, so I could take my sign making equipment with me, and so I purpose built it for that. And I have a 2 foot vinyl cutter, so I'm saving up for a $6,000 to $7,000 full color printer cutter. That's a 2 foot also, but overall it's a foot longer and it's 14 inches deeper. So I have to rebuild the whole top section to make it fit. And I have Murphy tables, Murphy bed, slide in and slide out, separating toilet,
right.
all
Well,
kinds of.
we started out with a pop up, and then we went to a tow behind, and then we bought a tow behind that had a Murphy bed in it, and we had that for a couple of years, and now we're in a Class A, and it's a lot bigger than everything else. And we live in such a small house. The Class A, when it's all opened up, is just about the same size as our house.
Oh, gee.
So
So are you part time or
we're
three quarter
part time
time?
right now. We were going to be going full time, but Judy, her father passed away, and then her mother fell and broke her hip. So right at the moment, we're staying with her mother and taking care of her um, while she's recovering from that. So
And where are you guys at? Where are you
we're
located?
we're about an hour south of Buffalo, New York.
Oh, okay.
So,
No snow though, right?
eh, last week,
Last week.
last week it snowed for 2 days. We had we had a couple inches of snow on the ground last week, and then today it was 50 degrees. So
Yeah, I'm from New Hampshire originally, so I know snow. You know,
oh yeah,
we've woken up on the second floor and the snow drifts are all the way up to the second story window.
right,
And you could jump out the window and slide down. But
yeah,
when I went in service in 1970, I went to Lackland Air Force Base in Texas for basic training. Then was reassigned to Virginia, Langley Air Force Base. I went from Lackland Air Force Base to New Hampshire for a 30-day leave. It was 98 degrees in Texas, and it was -10 in New Hampshire. And I said, well, this isn't for me. I'm going to go back south. So I've been down there ever since. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina right now, right on the coast.
Right.
But come October, I'll be jumping in my shuttle and heading to Arizona until 1st of March. Then come back, spend my summers here and my winters in Arizona. Because I have some wicking beds set up, and I grow vegetables. I used to do aquaponics and organic gardening. Of course, I'm trying to find one picture, and I can't find it anywhere. I've got all the rest of them, I think. But
I went in the Marine Corps, and I went in and became an MP. So I went to Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio for training for MP school, and then went to Norfolk, Virginia, down by Virginia Beach for my first duty station. Then I headed over to Japan for the rest of it. So, but that was
I was at Langley.
I got out in '87, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I only spent 4 years in. I was in the graphics department where I drew pictures for the generals.
Right.
At Langley, which is Hampton, Newport News, Virginia. And yes, Kim, you told us you hate snow and cold. But I used to draw pictures for the generals, and then they started bringing in civilian contractors to be the foreman and everything else. And those guys didn't know anything about graphics, and they were screwing everything up. And I said, nah, I can't do this for another 10 years. So I got back out. Now, if I'd known then what I know now, I would have stayed in. But that's the way it goes, you know.
Well, the last bit I was the Marine at the bottom of the stairs, saluting the Reagan when he got off his helicopter. So I spent a little bit of time there, but he's probably one of the greatest people I've ever met.
And who was that again?
President Reagan. Ronald
Reagan?
Reagan. Yeah. Yeah, he ate breakfast with us every morning whenever he needed the helicopter. He'd come and eat breakfast with us and sit there and talk to us like we were just every normal people that he sat down with every day and talked to. And he was a really good person.
Yeah, it's amazing, you know. The only thing that happened to us at Langley is we were all confined to the barracks one morning, and we heard this god awful noise come in down the runway. And if you ventured out, you were automatically put in jail. SR-71 Blackbird landed, and for some reason, we don't know why. And then late that evening, it took off. So maybe it was going, you know, across the Atlantic.
Right.
That's about the only main thing. And of course, we had the F-15s there at Langley. Then we also had NASA at Langley out in the back. They had their huge wind tunnel set up back there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Langley Motorsports Raceway. I used to go to the racetrack all the time. Oh, I still can't find that one little picture. Just one picture. It makes me mad. It's, you know, I've got one picture, but I need that other picture to show some differences. And I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Let me go down the bottom here. I've got too many files, too many folders, and not organized as much as they need to be.
Hey, well, I'm going to drop back out. I'm going to need to take off and go start getting things ready so that I can go to work in the morning.
All right, I appreciate you stopping in. And like I say, I'll get over to your channel either tonight or tomorrow. I'll have to look back. And what's the full name of your channel? I don't have my glasses on.
It's Full Time Dream.
Just Full Time Dream? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to start writing these things down. You know, the older I get, the less I remember. and I usually don't watch my replay. Let me write you down here.
Judy will pop in and say hello too.
Who is it?
I'm pushing my chair away if I'm popping in.
What'd you say her name was? Judy?
Judy, yep.
Hello, Judy. You can call me JT. That's what everybody calls me.
Whoops.
Buddy. That's why I had Buddy's name up there because Buddy was already
in this, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping in. Nice to meet you, Judy. And your first name is, like I say, I don't have my glasses on. I can't read that tiny.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to you later. Thank you for letting us in.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Yep. You too.
All right. So if you don't have him, go ahead and pick his channel up, Full Time Dream. And I've got to go back up here and chat and get up with Coin Collecting with Tyler. Go check his channel out. I got to start writing these things down because I forget to come back and look. With Tyler. If you don't mind, Kim, I'm going to make you a moderator because you come in often, and I don't have any other moderators either in here. So I'm going to have to go over to the live stream on YouTube, and I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I can't see that little lettering. It's too tiny. Plus my screen is leaning away from me. Let's see, right here. And you are now, should have a blue wrench, which will show up in a minute. See if I can get back down here. I still can't find that one file I'm looking for. Yeah, I remember watching that on TV. I was in Vietnam era. I didn't go over because the generals kept me here because I could draw pictures for them. You'd be surprised how stupid some generals can be. Have a good one. Full-Time Dream. Hopefully I'll see you in chat again. I'll try and catch your live stream when you get it. Get it up and running. Make sure to hit that bell. That'll let you know when I'm online or when I come up on live. All right, I think I can't find that one, but it's going to have to do. I think it's showing tell time. Well, we've only got 5 in here, but that's all right. Again. All right, I think first we're going to be going through some of the photographs I've taken. All right, great. I can't see that here in StreamYard. In OBS, I should be able to see it. I'm not sure, but I'll check it and see when I'm practicing with OBS, trying to figure out how to set it up and do all that stuff. All right, let me see if it's going to cooperate for this time. I'm crossing my fingers. If it Chrome shuts down, I'll be right back. So now we're going into a lot of photographs I take. There we go. Yay. Let me get the banner out of here for now. This was taken right out in front of the house, my other house. And I believe that's a daylily, if I remember right. Yeah, I was only a staff sergeant when I got out. I was only in 4 years. All right, let's see what we got next. These are all jumbled up now compared to what I had. So, this is an interesting shot. What does it look like to you? I think I took that with my phone, not my good camera. Any ideas what that might be? not tie-dyed. It's not painted. There's no paint there. This is a carpet, and sun was coming through a piece of stained glass, which made that separate the light colors. And it was just there in the middle of the room on the carpet, so I just took a quick picture of it. All right. And this one's kind of interesting. These are just glass nuggets, in a bowl with a light source coming from the upper left. And it was just an interesting composition. Got greens, reds, blues, whites, clears, yellows. It's just interesting. This one was pretty good. This is a blue heron down at the river. I was probably 200 or 300 feet away from him when I first saw him. And I slowly crept up until I got behind a tree this close to him. So I took this picture and a couple others, and I tried to go to the next tree, which was a little bit closer, and he flew off. So I think this was close enough. I think this was done with a 200 millimeter lens, probably set at about 150 millimeters. And that's actually the Intercoastal Waterway. All right. I guess people don't like my pictures. As I said, I do product photography. So this is a picture of a balancer for quadcopters and helicopters. And you have to work on your lighting, get lighting from different directions, etc. Everything's in no shadows where you don't want them. And so this is a balancer for helicopter blades and quadcopter drone blades, RCs. And this is how it was set up. I've got lights on both sides, an extra light here, and I've got a light up here on top. And the camera is set up here. So that's a light box. So what this white material does is diffuses the light so it's soft. You don't get real sharp reflections. And this light was off. That's why I've got a shadow right here. And that setup, changing to light distances and rearranging, and gives you this picture. As you can see, I've got light coming in from this side, and I've got light coming in from straight up and down. I got light coming from over here. All right, thanks, Kim. Appreciate that. So again, that's the setup using a light box for product photography. This is out on the sound. I just like this composition because we've got the oat grass, then you've got concrete, and you've got iron, and you're looking across the sound. So I try to get composition in each shot. You don't want things just centered all the time, or from one height to one angle. Then you've got the branch coming down from the left. So your eye looks to the right usually first, then comes across, goes up, and hits that branch, comes right back down again. So your eye makes a complete circle. And you've probably seen this one. I had this one up last Wednesday, I think I did. The pinwheel. And my monitor doesn't make it look as sharp as it actually is. I'm not sure how it looks. So like I say, I dabble in photography. Let's see. This one's just some purple flowers, and I made sure that the background was fuzzed out, and you do that with the depth of field, using your f-stops to give you a certain range and focus, and anything outside that range is fuzzed out. It makes it look more three-dimensional. Oh, this is the beach. This is down the road from me at Fort Fisher. This is I took this, and there was a thunderstorm out in the ocean, and the tide was in, and the rocks you see are a breakwater. So during storms, it doesn't come up into Fort Fisher. People are missing some good show and tell. This is a called a writing spider, because it does all this stuff. I used a 200 millimeter lens with a macro adapter, and I was about 6 feet away. Not that it bothered me, but they don't bother me. But you can see it's very colorful. All right. And we go from spiders to dragons. This one isn't set up as well as I'd liked it to. It's too busy in the background. I should have just done the bridge and then done this separately with more of a neutral background. That was when I was first starting out doing this stuff. And to keep the theme going, this is what's called a rain chain. You hook it up to your gutter, and when it rains, the water coming down foams. Looks like foam coming down. It's all bubbles. And this little guy was sitting there sunning himself. And by fuzzing out the front yard, which is grass, it gives you this perfectly smooth green texture back there. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, this was in the front yard also. Nice little red-tailed hawk. I was inside, and they told me that the hawk was eating a snake in the front yard. Well, I looked out the window, and he had the snake in his mouth. By the time I got back, it was a small one. He had already eaten it by the time I got the photograph. And a split second after I took this shot, he was gone. So it was a lucky shot. And you can see how the grass in the front is out of focus and the grass in the back is out of focus. I don't know what the f-stop was. I have a program that I edit these in. It tells me what my f-stop was, reminds me. Oh, and this little guy, he was keeping his eye on me. And you can actually see his scales. Like I say, on my monitor, it looks a little fuzzy, but on the computer, it's very sharp. And that was out in one of the wicking beds. Oh, I can't believe we haven't got more people in here. Okay, I got a panorama coming up. I took 4 shots to make this panorama, and then used Photoshop to stitch them together. Well, at least when people watch this, they'll see all this stuff. This is one of the local bridges. that are here. It's called a snow-cut bridge. Goes across the intercoastal waterway. And I liked this picture because you've got your horizontals here, and then you've got your verticals, and you've got a diagonal all in one photograph. And it worked out pretty nice. It didn't do too well in the sky on this one. This was done quite a while ago. But now I know the settings to get my sky back in. I can come in Photoshop and add a sky if I want to. Thank you, Kim. I know Norris is here. I'm not sure who the other person is, but this was in Pennsylvania at a wind farm. Oh, and if you see this Anthony Real photography, that's me. I was adopted. My biological name was Anthony Real. So I figured, why not use real photography if I decided to go into business. Anybody guess what these flowers are? We're doing show and tell, whoever just came in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. Finally got the show and tell working after a rough start. But I'm going to be switching to OBS Studio. And that's a much, much, much larger learning curve than StreamYard. Okay, anybody guess what these flowers might be? No guesses? These are actually blackberries. If you look right in the center here, you can see one forming. And when I had my aquaponic systems and wicking beds, I had probably about 30 thornless blackberry bushes. The blackberries were as big as my thumb. And I used to sell up to 60 pounds every summer of blackberries to different people. All right. This is a calla lily. It was in the front yard. And actually, all this black you see is actually brick. But by using settings on the camera, you can actually black it out. Since this was in full sun, so you can get rid of the background completely. Yeah, there are, Norris. There's tons of them. Pennsylvania's got tons of them too. So with your camera settings, you can actually get rid of your background. This was in bright sun and it was red brick behind it. So with my depth of field and my other settings, I just blacked it out. A lot of photographers shoot models against a white background. But by using your camera settings, you actually, the light falls off at a certain distance, so you don't see it. It's been a while since I've been into this, so I can't remember everything. Now I shot this picture because I used the 200 millimeter lens. I was quite a ways away, but I liked the bluish purple. And as far away as I was, I didn't see the hummingbird. And when I started editing the pictures, I saw the hummingbird. I should have upped my shutter speed and froze his wing a little bit more, but that gives you the illusion of movement anyway. So that was a surprise because I didn't even see him. And I'm not sure what this one is. I can't remember. But again, I'm using the same techniques, depth of field to get rid of the background and make the subject pop. I can't remember what this one is. I shot this years ago. And some more of those purple flowers, but you'll see again the background is nicely blurred out. And some people saw this one last Wednesday. It's got cucumbers in it. It's got olives. It's got basil. It's got roses. And this is a product photography, a product shot. So somebody could come in and add lettering for their restaurant or whatever, flower shop or whatever anybody wanted to use it for. All right. This is some food photography. What I did is I took some logs, small logs and quarter split logs, and put them in here. Set this platter on there. Set my depth of field, so a little fuzzy here, a little fuzzy there. And these have got cream cheese in them and salami, and those things are fantastic. These over here have cheese in them. Those are fantastic. I could eat that whole platter. They're so good. And another piece of product photography. This is an old bearing I had. I cleaned it up. And you see there's a reflection down here. You never use a mirror to get a reflection when you're shooting photography, because what happens is you get the reflection off the mirrored surface and you get the reflection off the glass. So you get a double image down here. This is sitting on black plexiglass. And you can do the same thing with white plexiglass. Hey, Grunt and HD are both sleeping. And he didn't grunt when I said his name, so he's sleeping. I could use some of this about now. This was just a setup. And those ice cubes in there, those are fake ice cubes. People don't realize that in commercials on TV, cold items are usually warm or hot, and hot items are usually cold. Ice cream isn't ice cream because it melts. So I forgot what they use. And if you go to a burger joint, the burger never looks like the one in the commercial. All right, here was just a little tool that swings in and out. It's just a little thing. And this time I used a black matte because I didn't want a full reflection. I just wanted a hint of a reflection, so you can see the red here and the silver here. But then, see, it still fades into the background. And it's not like just sitting there and taking a photograph. You've got to get your light angles correct and the light intensity right, and camera in the right position, your right f-stop settings, your right speed. Some pictures can take all day. Now, these trees were taken in Africa, correct? Hey, Jen. Thanks for stopping in. Got off to a rough start. Had problems with show and tell, but we're back into it. Oh, and I got my PayPal.me fixed, I think. I've got some pictures, video of HD coming up that break my heart. Oh, I guess I won't grunt out. Must have said his name too loud. So he's wide awake again. So these trees look like they're in Africa, don't they? Been on an hour and 36 minutes. Boy, it feels like about 20 minutes. Actually, thank you, Kim. Appreciate that. Actually, these trees are in Southeast North Carolina, out there on the beach, by the beach. I think I did. I can't check it from my computer. I got generic text back from PayPal, which didn't solve the problem. So I had to go in and go through every setting, every tab, every button, see if I could figure out what was wrong with it. I think I did, but I'm not sure. Anyway, these trees again are down here, about 6 miles from me. And oh yeah. And I took this photograph because the light was coming through the foliage, and you have the different stages of fall. Your leaf starts out green, then it starts to turn red a little bit, then it starts to turn a lot red in this particular tree. So this photograph shows timing. Actually time, yeah. Just by looking at it, you know it's fall. Grunt, hush. Grunt's been wide open tonight. I think next Wednesday. Oh, this is way back Wednesday. That was my 68 Nova. Had a 396 4-speed in it. Yeah, Grunt's having a rough night. He's hungry. He's always hungry. He's 10 pounds already, 6 weeks old. So anyway, this is my 1968 Chevy Nova. Wish I'd never gotten rid of that. Look at that. There's a Chevelle sticking over there. This was 70 or 71, 1970 or 71. Had the big Kragers on it, and big tires. It used to jump Coke bottles. I could pop the wheelie with it in first gear. I miss that car. Grunt, here. Grunt, here. Come here. You say Grunt here, and he comes because he thinks he's getting food. I may have to go get him some. Anyway, this is a picture of my granddaughter. And they asked if I could do something with it. So, because, her father's a surfer. He likes to surf. So I stuck it in Photoshop, which I'm not that great at, and came up with this picture. She's a little too young to hang 10. But she'll be a surfer too. And I don't know, Buzz didn't come in tonight, so he'll watch the rerun. Grunt, you're slobbering. What are you slobbering about? Huh? So went from living room to the ocean. And of course, this is my ride here. This is my 1988 Softail, Harley Davidson Softail Custom. It's 32 years old. I'm still running. I don't know how many Hondas or Suzukis or Kawasaki's will run for 32 years. I've had that for about 26 years. I was second owner. 26, 27 years. All right. This is the vinyl cutter I have now, except it's a 2-foot. I think this is a 15-inch. I'm replacing it when I save up about $7,000. Yeah, I drive it every summer. I don't take it to the Grunt. I don't take it to the desert with me because it's just too dusty and dirty, and The rocks are really sharp out there. But stop. He was just fed an hour ago, and he's still hungry again. Next week he's going to go into his room. Anyway, so as you know, the shuttle bus was built purposely to hold this, well, my cutter, my laminator, my t-shirt machine, my vinyls, my computer printer, and all that. But now I'm looking at a full color digital printer color, which is a 2 foot, but it's over a foot longer than this and 14 inches wider. So I'm going to have to modify my build. Grunt. Stop. He listens. So I'm going to have to actually swap side to side inside my shuttle. Take all the cabinets off on one side, put them to the other side, vice versa. Mainly for weight distribution, because that's going to be a lot heavier. My weight distribution wasn't that great in this last trip, so I've got to make some changes. Kim, you had a motorcycle. What kind? Yeah, he needs more food, like I need another hole in the head. He's eating vegetables, he's eating pellets, he loves watermelon, he loves cantaloupe, he loves zucchini. He doesn't like peaches. He loves carrots only if they're cooked. He's spoiled. Oh, he's going back to sleep. I'm just going to have to say the G-Man and not his name because it wakes him up. All right, anyway, where was I? Over here. We're almost done. Okay. For you that know, HD has a degenerative spinal cord disease, and he's losing control of his back legs. His hips are fine, but it's getting to the point where if he turns to the right or left, his rear end falls over. And so this is just, I got him a harness where I can lift his butt up and put him in the vehicle because he can't jump in the vehicle anymore. You can see he's very weak. Good for a ride. The old red beater. Good for riding the old red beater? Yeah. And unfortunately, there's no cure for it. And all it's going to do is get worse and worse. So I'm saving up for the wheels for him. With the vet bills and the wheels, it'd be about $1,000. So I'm saving up every penny I can. And all right, I'm going to put HD in the back of the truck. I'm going to go back here. Grab this. Sit up. That's the only way you can get in the truck right now. Ready to go for a ride? Want to go for a ride? No? And this is how I get him out. All right, HD's going to get out of the truck, and the only way you can do that. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate it. But show and tell is pretty much over. See better? I'm going to get over here. A little bit. Okay, easy. And reach back here. He doesn't like to cooperate sometimes. And grab the back handle. And up and down. If not, he'll end up on the ground. All right, enough of this. Anyway, don't be embarrassed. Thanks, Kim. As long as you got two wheels and the rubber meets the ground. And again, thanks, Jen, for coming in. I appreciate it. That mess up at the beginning of the the stream scared everybody off. I think they thought I was going to not go on anymore. So hopefully next week will be better. I'll advertise a little in advance, and plus I changed the time from 7:30 to 8 at the last minute because we have people coming looking at some furniture. So I wasn't expecting many. Any are better than none. So I was going to go about 3 hours, but since we've only got a few people, I'll probably knock it off in another 14 minutes. And like I said, I'm going to try OBS Studio next week. And you'll have to bear with me because that'll probably be messed up too, because I'll be learning as I go into the live stream. I'm practicing by doing practice recordings, trying to get the sound right and all that. Yeah, HD is pretty handsome. He'll be 9 June 22nd. And he shouldn't be this bad already. I was hoping for 14 or 15 years. But I'm not going to put him down for that because the rest of him is fine. And once I get him his wheels, he can run full speed again. But I'll probably have to go pick him up because he'll probably tip over a few times until he gets used to it. And I'm hoping the wheels will fit in my shuttle bus, or else I'm going to have to leave him here in good hands. But I may have to leave him here because I can't take him out to Arizona if I can't get him in and out. And there's no way to make a bigger door, so I just got to play it by ear until then. I'm surprised Jessica didn't come in tonight, and a few others. We'll catch them next week. They'll see that I was on, and hopefully they'll watch the video. Oh, and remember, you can watch the video after the stream after it's done, and I get credit for that also. And if anybody wants to watch any of the playlists, please do, because I get credit for that also. Just don't turn the sound off, leave that running. And just turn it down where you can't hear it. Let's see. Trying to find. Here's my website. I've got license plates, koozies, mouse pads, t-shirts, all with the logo on. I got my stickers in. I've got 2 stickers, a die cut one and a 2.5 by 6 rectangular that are up for purchase, and all that money helps HD and I with gas and whatever we need on the road. And that helps support the channel to keep me able to keep doing videos. In October, I'll be doing mostly travel vlogs. And I can usually get to Arizona in 4 days. But when I go this fall, I'm not going to be in any hurry, so it's going to take me about 2 weeks, and I'll be doing some videotaping along the way. See what I can find, see what kind of trouble I can get in. And I'll be hopefully have tons of videos. It's harder to get them uploaded. I'm going to have to get VPN for the computer because McDonald's has free Wi-Fi, but it's not secure. And I only have X amount of data on my phone, so I'll have to eventually go to hit those free spots because I'll be out there 6 months. And I hear somebody talking outside. We're on the 3rd floor, so it doesn't matter much. Let's see. I'm going to get over here to my live stream intro and run that when I'm ready to leave. It's 38 seconds long, so I crank it off when there's 30 seconds left. And I keep working on that intro. I keep changing it. It's so much similar to my videos. Somebody just popped in. Please hit that thumbs up button. And let me see how many I have now. Wow, 11. That's surprising. Yeah, we had that big hiccup at the beginning of this stream. I changed the time for half an hour later. Then I couldn't get the share screen to work. Had to reboot the computer in the middle of the stream, but it finally smoothed out. So I'm going to close it in about 8 minutes. And next Wednesday, 7:30. 7:30 is going to be my time to come on every Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more daytime. I did an hour and a half last Tuesday with 6 to 8 people in here, and I got 0.9 tenths of watch hour. Not even one watch hour. Hey, Jay Charles, how you doing? Let's see, Sandy, welcome. You guys are just in time for the ending jingle. I'm doing pretty good, John. Had a heck of a time at the beginning of this live stream. Nothing went right. Couldn't share screens, couldn't do nothing. And I'm trying to build this live stream up on show and tell and photographs and videos and way back Wednesday and throwback Thursdays and all that good stuff. But I'm thinking, since it was so much trouble, I think I'm going to be going to OBS Studio next week. Give that a try. I just got to figure out how to set up the hierarchy of folders and what I can put where and how I can get to it easy. How you doing, Sandy? I'm going to order another hard drive and put all my show and tell pictures in folders on that hard drive instead of copying them from one folder and putting them in another folder and using up disk space. Well, I appreciate it, Kim. Yeah, we'll be getting more people in, especially if everybody shares out on their social media, tells all their friends to stop by. Let's see, we got 6 minutes. Yeah, everybody that popped in here at the end here missed a lot of pictures. Yeah, and be sure to rewatch this. Watch this when it's finished, because I get the time for that also when you watch it. And I get time when I watch it once. I get that time. So 4,000 hours is a long way away. I think I got 1,320. So I'm trying to get 4,000 before August, because with the sliding scale that YouTube uses, a 365-day scale, I started actually my first video on May 1st last year. So anything from May 1st to, what's today, the 13th, 14th, doesn't count in my hours. So all my major hours started in August of last year, my major watch hours. So I need to get to that 4,000 by the first part of August. Well, no problem. Sandy and John, every Wednesday night at 7:30, I'll be going on. So you can just, I was doing daytime too, but I'm just going to do Wednesday nights. And then still doing videos. I've got a bunch of videos yet to do. So when we have a lot of people in here, I'll stay on 3 or 4 hours. My longest stream was 5.5 hours. I was doing a yard sale while I was streaming. They had a bunch of people on that. It's 5.5 hours long. I hate to say it, but I may have to do some silent videos, some silent streams. I don't like them. Well, you missed a video, Sandy. I had some video of HD, and you can see how weak his rear legs are. I'm still saving up for that. Those wheels. And hopefully I'll have him in time by the time his legs finally go out on him completely. Like I said, it's a degenerative disease, and there's no cure for it. Yeah, every Wednesday, 7:30. And like I say, depending on the crowd, I lost a lot of people because I had to shut everything down, and I don't think they thought I was coming back tonight, but that's okay. Once people get used to me going on every week, then we'll get more and more people in. Plus, I'm competing with thousands and thousands and thousands of live streams. You've got a live stream that's on just about every night of people that have Class A's and campers, and I'm a boondocker, so I'm trying to get hooked up with all the boondockers and get them coming in, because I don't like to pay, $75 a night for a slot to park in. All right, 2.5 minutes, and I'm going to run my modified intro. I've made some changes to the intro and the extro, so took out my old wording, add some new wording. I appreciate it, Kim. I'm kind of a boring person, introvert, and it's tough for me to talk and talk and talk and talk. That's why I invite people up, because sometimes I run out of things to say. Get a little frustrating when I had to replace all those pictures from scratch. It took me over an hour to do it the first time. Luckily, I knew where most of them were. So I got some changes to make, which is no biggie. I'll make those changes, and I hear voices somewhere. I don't know where it is. I don't know. I can hear them. They must be outside. I'm on the 3rd floor. All right, we're coming up on a minute here. Like I say, I'll run that intro, let you watch that all the way through, see if you like it. It's similar to the one I've been using, but I changed some of the wording and stuff like that. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Yeah, it's tough to get up in front of whoever's in here and not have any interaction basically with them, because you're the one talking. Nobody else is talking. You're typing, but not talking, so it makes it tougher. All right, we're getting close. All right, here we go. When this ends, I'll be shutting down, and I'll see you guys next week. I'm going to have to modify that. That's the beginning. All right, everybody have a good one. We'll see you next week.